KYmedia.net is proud to support Chamber Chats and support small business. Welcome to this edition of Chamber Chats.
Hi everyone, welcome to Chamber Chat for this week. I'm Colleen Spencer with the Richmond Chamber of Commerce, and I am delighted to have Ken Dawkins here, voice artist extraordinaire, here joining us at Chamber Chat and with the Richmond Chamber of Commerce. Ken, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be part of the Chamber of Commerce. It really is.
Well, we're so pleased to have you, and I have to say, I'm a little intimidated because I don't know that I've ever interviewed a voice artist. That is something unique. So please tell us all about that.
Well, yes, my company's called Ken Dawkins Voice LLC, and I am a voiceover artist, although in this day and age, and I was telling Randy this, the industry, the business is called voice acting. And I'll get back to that in a minute, but what I do is I provide a solution to businesses and organizations who might need a mature, relatable, obviously middle-aged or older voice to do external messaging or internal messaging. And what I mean by external, of course, would be commercials such as TV, radio, online. Internal could be, and that's commercials, also external could be video narrations, PSAs, promos, explainers. Internally could be toward clients or even employees, such as phone messaging.
Okay.
Or directions, introduction to sales meetings, that type of thing.
Very good. So tell us, Ken, how you became a voice artist. We got to speak last week at a Chamber Before Hours. It was so interesting to learn your story. I know you come from an acting background. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my parents acted. It was more of an avocation.
Right.
They were both in a movie called In the Bedroom with Sissy Spacek and Tom Wilkerson. You might remember that from the year 2000.
Absolutely.
They had a short role in that. But I was a musician growing up, and after college, I'm from New York originally, but after college I got into radio. And for about 5 years I was an on-air personality, and then I also did copywriting and production as well as sales in Maryland and New Hampshire.
So you've been on all sides of the business, and I think that's important for our viewers to know. You not only do the voice acting, you have the voice, obviously, which you all can hear today, but you also know different parts of the business, and you know working with from small businesses to industry and how to get that messaging out.
Well, that's true. Although I will say the business, I just started it last year. I decided to go, I knew when I retired in 2019 from the corporate world that I wanted to use my voice again. But that background has really helped. I took 10 months of training, started the LLC late last year, and I've done work for San Diego Insurance Company, in Boston, an IT security company. I also do volunteer work for Radio Eye out of Lexington, which is a broadcast facility for the blind or those who have, a problem with reading. So I do a volunteer program there. But I do have a home studio.
Okay.
It's a broadcast quality home studio, and that's where I've done most of my work, including the demos that you'll find on my website, which is kendawkinsvoice.com. And I would travel to local studios in Lexington or Louisville, and I've talked to one or two of them as needed. But again, you'll hear the demo that it was blessed by my whole training facility, and when I did the demo, I had a director out of Houston, and it was produced in Vermont. So
very good.
Things are very different than they used to be.
So they are different, and let's speak to that. You have your home studio, so if you're here in the local greater Madison County area, is that studio work available, or tell us how that works? What's the process if someone wants to book you?
Well, the process, they would contact me and they would tell me what they're looking for.
Okay.
What's very important is how soon they need it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's media, where is it going to run? For how long will it run? If it's something that's like a sales meeting, or how do you want it? I don't have the multi-track capability of putting music or sound effects behind it, but I can provide the voice, and usually in 24 hours.
Wow, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Now, it
It is a
depends.
big
If it's
deal.
something that's a little longer, or there's other parts that we have to, it may take a little bit longer than that. But I'm upfront. I have two taglines. One is very simple. It's a voice you can trust on or off the mic. And the reason that's important is because obviously you have to be able to be trustworthy in getting the job done. I
Absolutely.
take direction well. I take correction well. Ask my wife. But also, off the mic, a lot of times you're getting a script for something that's being introduced, or it's confidential, and you want to keep that to yourself.
Sure.
My other tagline is kind of a play on words on the website. It's voice over easy.
I love that. I saw that earlier today.
I've been told that I'm easy to get along with, but also what I do, my voice is usually an easygoing type thing. I don't do the bombastic car dealer things.
Right.
I can get pretty excited, and I can do a lot of things, but there are certain things that I'd be honest up front. That's not for me, but I can recommend somebody.
And I enjoy that about you, Ken. Again, we got to speak a little bit at a chamber event last week, and I will tell you personally, I think Randy can vouch for this too, that you're a delight to speak with. You are very easygoing. You're extremely knowledgeable in this area, and I think any of you that are looking for voice services, you would be in trusted hands here with Ken Dawkins. So, Ken, once again, if people want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do that?
And again, you can do that through the website, kendawkinsvoice.com, and my email address and also my phone number is there, which is a cell phone, and it's very easy, and I return calls quickly and would be happy to be upfront and honest with you and do my best job, and I think I'd love to do local work. I've lived in Richmond for 20 years, so this will be a nice involvement here.
This would be great. Speaking of being involved, what is it like to be a member of the Richmond Chamber of Commerce?
Well, so far it's great.
Okay, good.
Especially when you're new, you get a lot of attention. But I'm the only employee of my company, so it's I'd like to go to as many things as I can, and I enjoy your personality and the representation with the others at the chamber have been great so far. So.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that and hope that experience continues for years to come. Once again, Ken Dawkins. And tell us the name of your business.
Ken Dawkins Voice, LLC, and the website is kendawkinsvoice.com.
All right, very good. Ken, thank you once again for joining us. Thanks for joining the Richmond Chamber of Commerce. We are here for you every step of the way, and don't forget, give Ken a buzz. He will be the man that you need for this job. Ken,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
thanks for being with us. Folks, we'll see you next week on Chamber Chat. I'm Colleen Spencer with the Richmond Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining.
KYmedia.net is proud to support Chamber Chats and support small business.